Okay, welcome again. And we're going to see a match between sqbi88. I prefer to call this guy SQ, even though I don't know him at all. So SQ against Riot. I have no idea what house each player is. Probably Riot is a Trades, not really sure. And probably SQ is a Harkonnen, but we're going to find out that very soon. So before that, we're going to kill our units. So you know, we are not going to deny their scouting with this.
Construction complete. Yes, sir. Unit lost. Orders received.
Right, that's enough.
Unit lost. Yes, sir. Confirmed. Orders received.
Right, so we got the outpost. Now we can start looking for the players.
Yes, sir.
In case you didn't realize, I'm going to be an observer. So here's oh shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have these guys on move.
Orders received.
Or, I don't know, let's just press stop like mad and they're not going to attack anyone.
Yes, sir.
You see, if you press stop I mean S on your keyboard every single second, they're not going to do anything to anyone. SQ allied me, which is pretty good. You know, waiting for Riot to do the same.
Yes, sir.
And SQ is here. For some reason we didn't get... I'm pretty sure you get Shroud revealed by structures when the alliance is formed as well. I'm not really sure about this, but
Yes, sir.
I think that's how it worked. At least that's what I remember. Alright, so let's have a look for Riot. There he is, one single man
Yes, sir.
marching towards the eastern part of the map. Yep, Riot is a Trades. Not really surprising actually.
Yes, sir.
Let's attract his attention. Alright, good. Sup, you still raider. Alright, so we're gonna ally them. There's some lag. Let's see how big it is. We're gonna build a wall, see how much time it takes from since I click to start production. So I click right now.
Building.
It's a pretty considerable wall there.
Cancel.
Lag, not wall. What am I talking about? Oh, harvester hunting, even though it's against the rules. You cannot do that. And that's what it takes for attempting to kill harvesters. This harvester just ran over his man. Was more than likely happy that he owned one vehicle. Alright. So let's see, let's analyze their build orders. We got SQ with 4 refineries and at least 1 factory. We cannot really see what's going on here. I'm assuming there are 2 factories because of this. Let's see how fast this next vehicle is going to be. There are probably 2 factories. Yep, there are 2 factories. Right, same 2 factories there and 4 refineries. Unfortunately, we cannot see much of their bases. There's something over here. No, it was just concrete. Now there is something, it's a wind trap. So first heavy tank for SQ. Probably doesn't I'm not really sure if he's doing well with economy. Let's count his harvesters. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if I count it properly. He'd need like 3 more to have the average 3 per refinery, which ensures a good economy. I don't think Riot has a 12 as well. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 I think. Well, he has 11, that's way better. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, there are 10. It's pretty hard to count them. So here are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, there are 11. Sorry for my very bad counting skills at this moment. Riot just changed the primary structure, primary building set, whatever the sound for that is. I think that's from Command and Conquer, I don't know. Right, so four medium tanks coming out from the factory, and there are like 5 siege tanks and 2 trikes. Also, very impressive amount of troopers already. While SQ doesn't even have a barracks yet, so this is already a bad sign for purple. And I'm not really sure if SQ does see the map properly. But at least we do, so that's good. This is what we care. We care about ourselves only, right? So there's nothing really to talk about so far. There are some, Riot moving out. And since his enemy doesn't do anything when moving out of the base, he can take whatever part of the map he wants, even come here and block his entire exit except this part and this part. There are 3 ways to get out of your base on this map. Actually 4 if you count this one, but you're still gonna have to cope with this part. If the enemy occupies this one, doesn't matter, you can get out from here because there's gonna be the same thing. So technically there are 3 ways to get out of your base on this map, and if the enemy takes 2 of them already, you're pretty screwed. Usually you never want to let your enemy get the spice fields, your primary spice fields. Once he comes over here or here with units, you're pretty screwed. And talking about strategical placement of units, Purple is not doing a very good job at this moment. He's defending this north part, which he shouldn't do at this moment because there is nothing threatening this top part of the base. Well, I'm not really sure if he sees actually the map, so he could not even know that there are plenty of units outside his base. Alright. A few wind traps here in the shroud that we cannot see properly. Thank you, heavy tank. Revealed one of them. Now he keeps moving units to the top, which is very, very useless at this point. Right, it's definitely not. I don't think he's even thinking of coming from here. He has this mill. He has the mill totally secured at this point. And I'm sure we're gonna see some MCV expansions very soon. Usually Riot expands fast. And now Riot indeed attempting to secure the northwest part of SQ's territory. There's definitely no opposition from the enemy, so you can do that. You can, at this point, Riot can move on the map freely. There's nothing that's going to attempt to stop him. His enemy doesn't have any kind of infantry except for 4 guys. Has a few units here and a few units here, but aside of this, he doesn't have any anti-vehicle, anti-infantry support, so he has no siege tanks. These troopers are just going to eat through all of his units. And also, he doesn't have any map control at this moment. And as you see, exactly as I told you, Riot is taking every single exit of his base. There's still this bottom one, but when you got enemy units on 3 regions near your base, you don't really care about this exit anymore. He's also gonna jam this one as well by just putting pressure on here. He's putting pressure on here as well. Right now, as you can see, SQ is turtling. And let me tell you something, you're never going to win in Dune against a good player if you're turtling. There are certain moments when turtling is required, like when you have fought with the enemy in the middle, you lost the battle, has tons more units and he's coming. There's obviously no way you can take control of the map, so you need to fall back in your base, reorganize your army, and at that point you're going to have to turtle, but oh, very big fail here by Purple. He moved right into his troopers and lost a ton of units. So I was talking about, I don't know exactly, I forgot. I think it was, yeah, map control and when you have to turtle. So technically, you never have to turtle unless the enemy killed your attacks. So he killed your units. Let's say here you lost a battle here, and here he's gonna approach your base. You gotta turtle up and block the entrances and whatever you can do to stop the enemy attacking your harvesters and taking the spice fields. So that's turtling. That's the legit way to turtle. But aside of that, when you're not even trying to get map control, that's gonna end up in a failure against any skilled player, not really skilled, any average player who knows what he's doing. And actually, I think I should start linking the multiplayer guide that I wrote. There's a web page on Dune2kplus.com in which I wrote down a few ideas, tactics, build orders and stuff to get you know, more familiar with the game online, which is very different from AI. So whatever tactic you had against AI has many chances not to work against a good player online. So at this point, Riot just messing around, I guess. Has tons of troopers sitting idle. And I mean, this SQ guy, he keeps not getting decent amount of troopers. And let me, once again, I think I'm saying this in every video, it's like an obsession, but still. Troopers are very, very important in Dune 2K Online, or Dune 2000 Online, or whatever 2000 Online. So just mark my words, okay? You need to get troopers if you want to do something. And don't think like they're easily getting killed by siege tanks, because even the simple fact that you're forcing the enemy to bring siege tanks is enough. You see, they're just eating his units. He lost like 5 heavy tanks against a few troopers. And just think about the costs. Is it cost effective to run over troopers with heavy tanks? Definitely not. Why don't you instead just bring a siege tank and rape all those troopers in 2 hits maximum? Siege tank is, I don't know, like 500 or 600, something like that. Count up 5 heavy tanks. So it's 5 multiplied by something around 800. I have no idea how much a heavy tank is on easy, actually, not even on medium. So let's try to find out. I don't think we have time anymore, but let's just ask Riot. How much is a combat tank, by the way, low?
Construction complete.
And these siege tank. Well, he actually magically like listened to me through this microphone. Oh, only 500. Okay. Well, I was totally wrong about the prices, but still. Heavy tanks have uses against our vehicles, and if you use them to run over infantry, you are losing them in vain, you know. Alright, so we no longer need to build a heavy factory and find out how much tanks are, because we just found out. I thought it was like 800. I think that's in a Command and Conquer. So I was totally wrong with this. So as you just saw there were like 5 or 10 troopers, I don't know, dying from one siege tank shell. So once again I'm telling you how important siege tanks are against troopers. He's saying thanks for whatever reason. Thank you for killing me or something. Alright. So this was the match that we had here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Was pretty one-sided, but still. It's an important lesson for you. So what we learned today: first, always make troopers. Second, always have siege tanks against the enemy who has troopers. So technically, mix up with your tanks and quads. Mix up some troopers, siege tanks, and missile tanks. Missile tanks against heavy vehicles. So mark my words and see ya, dudes.